I'm Sam.
And I'm Greg.
We're human beings. And we like movies.
We'll be doing reviews of brand new releases,
Old classics,
entire sagas,
and even TV shows and video games.
This is Reaction Time.
Hello to Reaction Time.
This is episode 39.
I didn't see that one coming. I did not have that on my bingo card at all. Welcome.
Welcome to another episode of Craig singing Adele. So,
That's what that song was. I thought it was AC/DC for a moment.
no, you know the hello.
No, I know it now that you said Adele, but if you hadn't said Adele, I would have never
The
guessed.
problem is I really do not like Adele at all.
At all?
Not really.
She's got some bangers.
Rolling in the Deep was pretty good.
Yeah, for 2012.
And
Hello's good, though.
see, I don't really care for Hello, but it's like
I think it kind of
stuck in my head.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Anyways,
Yeah.
Sam, how are you doing today?
Doing good.
Yeah?
I'm excited to talk about Looper.
Not Luther, Looper.
Yeah. How
Yeah.
are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good.
I am excited to talk about this.
Yeah.
I'm going to state right now, I have 0 numbers in my head for anything.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't decided how I
have
feel.
one number.
Okay.
Well, it's like this. You don't really know until it comes out of your mouth.
No.
Sometimes, you know. Okay, so Looper came out in 2012.
Yep.
Stars
In
Joseph
September.
Gordon-Levitt, kind of. Bruce Willis, Emily Blunt.
Yeah.
Those are the main people.
I did not know Emily Blunt was in this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think I had seen that it was.
Okay.
But anyway, this is an 11-year anniversary.
And
'cause
the
we're-
Riddler guy.
And the Riddler guy.
Yeah.
Paul Dano.
Yeah, 11 years.
So I've heard of this movie for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't really know anything about it, actually,
Nope.
except for that people like it.
Yep.
And so I've always wanted to see it. And
Directed by Ryan Johnson.
directed by Ruin Johnson. Yep.
Here's my problem with him. Knives Out, the first one, fantastic.
Great.
He directed it. Obviously, we could go on and on about Star Wars Episode 8 and how he
Correct.
destroyed everything.
We don't need to.
He made the crap. I can't remember not the last Breaking Bad episode, but
The Fly one.
no, not the Fly one.
Oh, he didn't do the Fly one?
No, he did the second or third to last episode.
The one that's like the highest rated episode of all time?
He directed that one.
If anything, he's inconsistent.
He's very inconsistent.
But here's the thing about The Last Jedi.
It's overall not-
Directorially,
it's- yeah, it's overall not a bad
directing,
film.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
Writing, horrible.
Yeah.
Did he direct and write that episode of Breaking Bad, or did he just direct it? Because
I think he just directed it.
that he can direct fine.
Because I'm pretty...
Actually, I think he's a great director.
Oh, yeah.
But writing, he's all over the place.
Yeah.
And even his writing for The Last Jedi wasn't bad, but it wasn't good for Star Wars.
Yeah. Like,
So-
the movie as a whole, it's not like a bad movie, but
Yeah.
for Star Wars, it's terrible. Yeah, I was going to say, something smells like it's burning. Is there candles lit downstairs?
I'm going to really quick run and
Okay,
make sure
yeah,
nothing's on fire,
that's what I was
because I
just
think
gonna
Courtney left the house.
Okay.
Is something on fire? Okay. So nothing's on fire, nobody's dying?
Insert fire. I might not even cut that out, man.
This is fine.
This is fine. My oven's on fire.
Just put fire behind me and I'll be like,
And I'll just be like this.
this is fine.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
So do you know your score for this movie?
yeah.
Okay.
I want to hear yours first.
I don't know it is a problem. That's why I want to hear yours
So, no,
first.
that's why I want to hear yours first, because I don't want yours to be affected by mine. I want you to decide on your own.
6.6.
That's way lower than I thought you were going to give it, but I'm going to give it a 7.1.
Okay,
So
I was
we're in
going
the
to guess
same realm.
7.4 for you.
This movie was fine, but also a letdown. To my own personal hype.
Yes.
It wasn't a bad movie.
I wouldn't even say my own personal hype. It just did not go the way I thought it was going to go.
No.
And I didn't like the way it went. I
Yeah,
thought
there
it
were
was
some
kind of
cool.
dumb.
There were definitely some cool elements.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And so at the beginning of the movie, and again, spoiler free here for a moment.
Yeah.
the beginning of the movie where he explains what's going on, I was like, this is a freaking awesome concept. Really, really cool.
And even like the first shot, like this isn't spoilers, but like the first shot where the guy just appears and he just like kills him, and I was like, dude, what is happening?
Yeah. Oh, it's great.
And,
it's so cool.
And then it just got worse and worse.
Yeah, it just got kind of lame and weird, and the makeup was unnecessary, and just a bunch of stuff that I don't know. It just felt messy, I guess.
Yeah.
Is the best way to say it.
It didn't flow well.
And the ending was I liked the idea of the ending.
Yeah.
Like I liked the resolve of everything because I thought that was cool. But everything in between was pretty meh for me. Actually, 7.1 does feel high, but I'm gonna stick with it because of some of the cool aspects of it. But yeah, not great.
No.
Not a rewatcher for me.
No, I would say the best thing about this movie was majority of the acting was pretty well.
The acting, and I did like the way that I mean, this isn't a spoiler. This is like a time travel movie. So the way they portrayed the future, I liked because it felt more accurate.
Yes.
Than most futuristic stuff. And some of the... And again, the idea is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
The idea is really, really cool. I'd love to see a movie with the exact same idea, but make it awesome.
Yes.
Because I think, I just think great idea, bad execution.
Mm-hmm,
Or not bad execution, but like mediocre execution at best.
It almost feels like it could be a big world, and they focused on a story that wasn't that cool.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So they could have focused on a
sure.
different story that would have been a lot cooler.
Yeah. Maybe somebody will remake it or something sometime.
I mean, I know it did well.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Like
and
in
I've
terms
heard
of
this
reviews.
movie a lot.
Yeah.
So,
like, I mean, I think it's 81 or something on the fake Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
The fake tomatoes. But
Yeah, I don't know, but
you did hear about that, right?
the fake Rotten Tomatoes?
That Rotten Tomatoes that they totally got caught for paying.
Did they get
reviewers.
caught? I mean,
Yeah.
I figured, but
Yeah, they got caught for paying reviewers to make
that
things.
checks out. That's
Yep.
why all the worst things are rated really well.
And the Mario movie's at 50.
Yeah, see, here's the thing. Looper, 93%
93.
on not 93% tomato meter, 82% audience scores. Like, people like this movie.
Yeah, and I think
Out of 100,000 plus ratings.
I think IMDb was like 8.1 or something like that. So
I mean,
it was received
again,
really well. But
Rotten Tomatoes is...
and even the audience score is, it can be anybody just throwing out something.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Yeah,
There were some portions of this movie that were good. There was
yeah.
a couple things that were a little jaw-dropping. Like, my jaw did hit the ground twice.
Oh, okay.
And I'll tell you what they were.
Okay.
They're basically the beginning and the end.
I was gonna say I think I know one portion.
Yeah, and so it was basically the middle of the movie was shoddy craftsmanship.
It's just a little long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
It's only a 2-hour movie.
Is it just 2 hours? Yeah, 2
think
hours
so.
and 3 minutes. I
Yeah.
think.
So not a long movie, but
Yeah.
it felt long.
So, Craig, would you recommend this movie?
No,
Yeah, me neither.
there's so many other movies that are better with Bruce Willis and Joseph
It
Gordon-Levitt.
would almost here's how good this movie is. It would be more fun if you haven't seen this movie. It'd be more fun for somebody to describe it to you, or
Yes.
at least just describe the idea of it, than to actually watch it.
Yeah.
That's how good this movie
And then
is.
let your mind explore what
Yes.
you want it to be.
Yes,
And leave it
because
at that.
somebody out there could make this movie incredible.
Yeah, because it's a really cool premise.
Yeah, yeah, really awesome.
Okay.
Joseph, I mean, acting was
Acting was
great.
great, yeah.
Idea was good. Story overall, not great.
Mm-mm.
Visuals
were
pretty,
iffy.
They were pretty cool, but like at the same time, they were kind of iffy. It was almost like Chronicle-ish though, where it was like kind of iffy, but at the same time just worked for some reason.
See, I thought they were iffy and didn't work as well.
Oh, did it take you out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a couple of moments where it took
Okay.
me out.
Yeah. I mean,
I mean, in Chronicle, I got took out too, but
Yeah.
the end of Chronicle was so good.
Yeah.
This never felt that way, other than like 2 scenes.
You want to know something about Chronicle?
Yeah.
I think about that movie at least once or twice a week.
Really?
Uh-huh. I do. I want to watch it again.
such
I
a
haven't
good-
seen it since then.
Watch it.
I know. I should.
You should.
I think Like, can't think of any other movie that I think about more than I think about Chronicle.
Really?
I don't know why.
You
There's
always
something that
say you're going to rewatch the movies.
I know,
and
but
you
there's
never do.
something that Chronicle did to me. It's just like a part of me now.
Dude, it's such a, like, it's such a good movie.
It's so good. It's
Yeah.
so surprisingly good.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Anyway, we're not here to talk about Chronicle.
No.
Any other non-spoiler things to say?
No.
Okay.
Don't go watch it.
Yeah, I mean,
If you want to.
it's fine. It's fine.
it's
Again, we
fine.
gave it around a 7.
Yeah.
But in movie world, that's not great because there's not a lot of 0 through 5s.
No.
And so if you look at the curve of the scale, 7 is pretty medium.
Yeah.
There's a lot of movies that are better.
I would say I don't feel like I just fully wasted my time.
No.
But I don't ever want to watch it. I don't ever
Yeah.
care to watch it again.
Correct.
So,
I feel the exact same.
okay.
Let's jump into it then.
Let's do spoilers.
We're going to jump into spoilers.
But first,
subscribe.
subscribe.
Click on the button down below. It says subscribe. Ring the bell for notifications. Go ahead and subscribe to us on TikTok. Pull out that old smartphone of you Gen Z baggy pants tight shirt person. Pull out your Instagram. Click follow on Reaction Time Podcast. Watch the videos. Everything will be posted sometimes. And go ahead and click on all the links in the description and do all the things that they tell you to do.
Do all the things.
And with that said, oh my gosh, Craig is about to explode. Can you imagine if you someday it's going to happen if you don't be careful, Craig.
Someday it is going to happen.
Oh my gosh. Will I still edit the video? That's like that question. Have you ever been asked the question like,
What?
no, so it's mostly for girls, but it's like, so you're out with your man or whatever, and he gets kidnapped and you look forever and you can't find him. And eventually you go home. Do you still do your skincare routine before bed? Yes or no? That's like, if you exploded on this video, would I still like edit it and put it together?
You'd have to.
I guess
It's
so.
like a lasting memory.
There's no way that's appropriate for YouTube. It's just put not for kids. Okay,
It'll be fine.
So let's jump into
Put on
spoilers.
RedTube. Okay, spoilers.
All right, let's jump into this.
Yeah.
Visuals.
So I want that computer that I think it was Bruce Willis, the one that he just like pulls out of the freaking table and just leans up. I was like,
It's a cool computer.
dude, it's a legit computer.
Yeah.
Where did the paper come from? From the printer? Just side note.
Yeah.
He prints this whole thing and it's just
Maybe it's in a roll inside that tiny printer.
that printer was small.
It's very small. I don't know. I'm just winging it here.
Okay. All of the people appearing in the little tarps.
Yeah.
What were your reactions to that?
The first time, I literally rewound it because he's like practicing French.
Uh-huh.
And he stands up with his gun and he walks over and boom, a person appears and he shoots him immediately. And I was like,
You're like, did I miss
was like,
something?
oh. I took my glasses off. I'm like, oh. So yeah, and then I skipped backwards and I watched it and I was like, oh, cool. There was something really jarring about the visual effect of it. And I still am undecided whether it was really good or really bad.
It always felt a little off.
Yeah, but at
Like
the
for
same
some reason,
time,
it felt like it didn't feel. I guess for me, it didn't feel like it flowed with the guy appearing. It felt like obviously they did their shot right, and then they added the person, they did the shot again, but it didn't feel like it ever lined up perfectly.
Oh,
To where it felt like my eyes noticed something was off.
I have a theory.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt had moved his one finger differently or something.
I have a theory.
Okay.
I think you feel that way, and I feel that way because in every other movie that has something even remotely like that, I'm going to take Jumper, for example.
Okay.
You've seen Jumper,
Yeah,
right?
it's been a minute.
Not time travel, but teleportation, which in this instance is you're going to end up with the same effect in a way.
Right.
I think in time travel, transportation, all that kind of stuff, movies, when somebody appears, we're used to wind and like a whoosh of people like landing there. And in this case, it literally is just like, they're
I'm
there.
here.
It's
Yeah.
just like an appearance, which I think I lean towards liking that actually versus not liking it. It's very jarring
it's
and I
very
agree with
weird.
that. And I can totally tell why it wouldn't be for everybody.
It just and I do I do agree with that because I was thinking about it, I'm like, they should have done some kind of like thing to hide it.
Or like when in Harry Potter, when they apparate and they kind of twist and like stuff like that. We're used to that in movies. And this is just not.
It almost seemed
nothing.
like it they were always by like corn or something.
Yeah.
And so if the corn didn't line up all the way, it was like it clipped a little bit.
That would do it where it's just like somebody could have made this in iMovie and just cut the scene and No, I totally get that.
So it always seemed like when they appeared, the scene was different where it shouldn't have been. He should have just appeared and nothing should have changed.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay. Oh man, maybe there's three. There's three jaw droppers for me. So the first one was that.
Yeah.
Where the guy appears, because I didn't. All I knew basically was that it was a time travel movie. Had he already explained the killing before that? Okay.
He was explaining it and then he shoots it.
Oh, okay. The second time is when his buddy's future self is trying to escape and he's climbing over the fence. Or first you see the message being carved into his arm. And it's like, I was like, okay, sweet. And he's climbing the fence and he starts losing fingers. And then he loses his nose. And then he's like driving and he loses his foot when he tries to step on the brake. And then he leaves and he's losing his legs. Yeah. That was awesome.
I didn't even realize what was going on.
I rewound that part too.
I was so confused. I was like, I just thought he wasn't supposed to be in this world, so he was just deteriorating.
Oh, I for sure was like, they're totally cutting this guy's limbs off right now.
Didn't even think about that.
Really?
And then when he opens the door and you see him, I was like, I totally get it now.
That I was like, that was clever.
That was so cool.
And just really awesome and very well executed. Because he's just like losing, his limbs and things are just disappearing as he crawls away. It is amazing. So I really actually liked that a lot.
That was cool.
Okay. This was the jarring thing for me, the most jarring thing.
Okay.
I kept looking at Joseph Gordon-Levitt and being like, that's not him.
His
There's
eyes,
something about him.
His eyes.
It kept getting worse and worse, and I couldn't figure it out. And I had to Google it. I was like, why does Joseph Gordon-Levitt look so weird in this movie? And they're like, they basically prosthetic his entire face.
Yeah.
His chin's different, his nose is different, his eyebrows are fake, and his eyes are like squinted.
They're different colors too.
Yeah, and they're different colors.
I didn't know that. Lindsay was like, that's not really Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah, because I was looking at him, I was like, I've seen him in movies. This is not, there's something off. And I kept looking, I was like, maybe I'm just remembering him wrong or something. And it finally got to the point where it bugged me so bad that I looked up, I spoiled the fact that Bruce Willis was his future self, which I could have guessed anyway.
Yeah, I think I knew that. I pieced that together because I remember seeing the trailer. And then I remember.
See, I don't think I've ever seen the trailer for it. And I looked at it and I was like, oh, so they didn't do anything to Bruce Willis. So it's just Joseph Gordon-Levitt looking like him.
Well, so is that what they did? They tried to make it look more like Bruce Willis?
They took a cast, I guess, of both people's faces and tried to blend them, but only on Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Nice. Because Bruce Willis was probably like,
Bruce Willis was like,
no,
dog.
He's like, I'm the future.
Yeah.
He's got to look like me. But man, it was really unsettling to look at. It was like Uncanny Valley.
Okay.
But it's cool because it was all prosthetic.
Yeah.
And I don't know if there was any CGI blending because it's like, where was the seam of his fake chin? You know what I mean?
No,
like
I
stuff
didn't
like
see anything.
Stuff like that. You couldn't find any stuff. So they did that really well. But at the same time, did he really even look that much more like Bruce Willis?
Not really.
Not really.
No.
I felt like that was completely unnecessary.
Yeah.
It almost was more distracting than if it was just Joseph Gordon-Levitt who became Bruce Willis. Yeah. So that's another thing where I was like, that was probably a waste of time and money.
There was that one scene where it was Bruce Willis, but he had more hair.
The long hair Bruce Willis.
Weird.
That was horrific.
That was horrifying.
I have nightmares about 100%. That when I'm awake. It's horrible.
Think about it constantly.
Oh my gosh, it's so bad.
So them flying through, I think it was Joseph Gordon-Levitt flying through the cornfield.
Mm-hmm.
Just the shot, it looked off.
Yeah.
Bad. The shots in this movie felt weird, not clever. Like when he fell,
yes,
and like the camera turned with him.
It wasn't like game night.
It wasn't like a cool camera turn. It was just weird looking.
I agree.
And all of those shots like that just felt off to me.
Yeah.
The kid hand going from Bruce Willis's face to Joseph Gordon-Levitt's face looked really bad.
Mm-hmm.
The little kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a CGI like baby hand. It almost looked like it didn't look like his hand because it was so little.
Yeah, there was something weird
There was
there.
something weird about that.
Well, the transition too from Joseph Gordon-Levitt to Bruce Willis was so jarring and awful.
Yeah.
Because there wasn't a transition. He went from a 30-year-old to a 90-year-old with long hair,
Yes.
and then to a 90-year-old with short.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Not
There was no in
90-year-old,
between.
but there was no in between. It was
No.
like it was like a 30-something, 20-something Joseph Gordon-Levitt,
And it was
and then like
5 years later,
and then a
it-
stringy-haired Bruce Willis, like yucky. He like looked like Gollum already, and it was just they did not do that well.
No.
They needed to either just keep aging Joseph Gordon-Levitt up with makeup and stuff until he was closer to Bruce Willis,
yeah.
or age Bruce Willis down or something. But there wasn't any of that, so it was
No,
just like
it was just the hair.
5 years later, it's like also he aged 25 years in this 5 years, and his hair is disgusting. He looked like Nick Cage, Superman. It was really weird.
Oh yeah, it was bad.
Yeah. So yeah, I didn't like that. Okay. Yeah. Go. You have any more?
My other one's my jaw drop.
Is it the kid when he explodes the guy?
Uh-huh.
So that was my jaw drop as well. That was my third.
That was
great.
That was legit.
When he lifts everything. Also, that kid was good.
Yeah, he did do good.
He did a good job for like a 4-year-old.
I don't think he did bad at all. But there were times where he was like really angry looking or serious, and I just couldn't. He didn't do it bad. He was doing the angry, creepy
But he's
face.
4.
But he's 4.
Yeah.
So it was just like,
Yeah. But when he starts to lift everything in the air, okay, and then the guy's up there too, and the guy just like, instead of exploding, he like slowly turns into like a pink mist.
yeah,
That was awesome.
it was like coming out.
I
like,
loved
his
that.
chest. Oh, that was awesome.
That was great.
best scene in the whole movie.
Yeah. Oh, 100% yes.
Because then later on, when he was levitating everything, and it was Emily Blunt and Bruce Willis, it looked so dumb.
Yeah.
Because they were just like floating there, but
And
they
then
weren't. But they weren't like moving at all. So that it was just like,
Yeah. It was like a picture that they had like cropped in.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then when the kid's covered in blood afterwards.
Oh my gosh, that was so bad.
That was actually incredible, though. It was like the idea of it was crazy awesome, but it was also like, what?
But then they focus on Bruce Willis, and his blood looks so good. So
Yeah.
all I can think of is maybe it's because it was a kid.
Maybe
They
they
didn't
had
want
to
to
put
do
something
too
different.
much makeup
Yeah.
and stuff like that on him.
And then Emily Blunt, when she fell, was really stupid.
Yeah, yeah,
It was like
yeah.
just, I don't know.
There
It
were so
really
many
bad.
things that were just like, this is
So
dumb.
like some cool ideas visually, and like the guy losing his fingers and stuff was cool and looked really good.
Yeah,
too.
it looked great. Guy being ripped apart looked great.
So there was stuff like that.
The freaking shotgun blowing out their chest always looked awesome.
Yeah, all the fleshy bits that are just flying around.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the Chronicle thing I'm thinking of is when the kid lifts all the stuff in the house. That looked visually very similar to like Chronicles CGI.
Yes.
They're very comparable.
Especially
so,
when he lifts the spider up.
the spider. Yeah. So it was like really good, but also nothing. It was almost such good CGI that you could and couldn't tell that it was CGI, and you also weren't sure that it was CGI. It's yeah. That's how good. Like it looked very real.
The grass blades and everything
Yeah.
were just floating.
Yeah. So I don't know. What would you give this for score?
Not super great. For the guy being ripped apart and just a good amount of the, like, anytime that they were levitating stuff, I thought that looked good.
Yeah.
But anytime they were on the floating motorcycles, it looked like crap.
Yeah.
The car flip looked pretty good, though.
Car flip was good.
It wasn't Dark Knight, amazing truck
Yeah.
flip, but
yeah. The best.
142.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 156
Okay.
for the things that made my jaw drop.
Yeah.
The kid exploding the dude, the fingers getting lost, the nose going away.
But then you have the Bruce Willis nightmares. long hair.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's 44 points off right there in and of itself. That's pretty much all she wrote.
Oh, man.
Okay, let's jump in the story.
Okay. My first thing that I have for the story, and this gets 10 points just for this line.
10 points off or 10 points?
10 points
bonus
to it. Bonus.
This
is
nice.
Bonus.
Okay.
When Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Bruce Willis, their name's Joe, when they're talking to each other, and them talking to each other
In the restaurant?
In the restaurant, and he's trying to ask him about time travel.
You're about to say the line that I have written down.
Yeah. He's like, we'd be here all day talking about time travel, drawing diagrams with straws.
Yeah, he said, if we start talking about time travel, we'll be here all day making diagrams with straws.
Yes.
I wrote down the exact quote. That was a great line, and honestly,
perfect.
Kind of meta.
Well, it keeps
because
happening.
in the movie, I mean, in real life, you're watching this movie thinking, wait, but where's the other one?
Yeah.
Of him, and there has to be so many. But how? And then he just says, "We're not going to talk about it."
And it's perfect. And it's a perfect way to just don't worry about it.
And it's not fourth wall breaking, but at the same time, it very much is.
Oh, it totally is.
Because it's not like look at the camera like, "Hey, you audience man!" Like it's not Deadpool.
Every other movie
wall.
does diagrams with straws.
It's like the third and a half wall was broken simultaneously with the fourth and a half. Fourth and a half.
Fourth and a half.
Four and a half. Fourth and a half.
Fourth and a half. 4.5.
Fourth. I'm going to go with fourth and a half. I'm making a t-shirt, fourth and a half.
Fourth and a half.
How do you spell half? Halfth?
I think so. Half.
Half. Okay, so I wrote 1 minute in. I said this story is already dope.
Yeah.
And then
an hour in, you're like,
and then an hour in,
can we
and I
get
was
back
like,
to the
maybe
cool
not.
stuff?
I do love how casually futuristic it was, and I talked about that. But just the idea of instead of everything's chrome, super sky-rise buildings, it's like most people are homeless.
Yep.
Which feels accurate.
Oh yeah.
And then there are just like the people living in school buses, but also people with hover bikes, and it's like, that seems right.
Some have little teeny phones and some have bigger phones.
Yeah.
And just kind of like, it's not everybody just all of a sudden has hoverboards and everything like that.
I think it was the most realistic futurism.
Yeah, because the ones we saw was 21 years from now, because it was 2044.
Yep.
And it's not a ton different.
No.
I mean, which is more realistic.
Yeah, for sure.
Things don't move that quickly. Okay, so the only thing, my biggest issue I have with this movie's story, the entire premise of this movie is that kid sees his mom die and gets in the train and then becomes the Rainmaker.
Yeah.
Right? But how did that initially ever happen?
Yeah.
When you do time travel, and there's always stuff that's like a loop, right? I mean, this isn't the first movie that's ever done it, but the loop makes sense because it's happened before and you're discovering it. But how did he ever become the Rainmaker the first time?
Yeah.
Because,
no, I know. I thought the same thing.
Because Bruce Willis has to go back and basically do this whole thing.
No idea.
And then why all of a sudden did it stop at this point?
Yeah.
So
I've never understood a single time travel movie ever in my life. So
but this one was just kind of like
extra confusing.
Yeah, because how did he ever become the Rainmaker?
Yeah.
But at the same time, the ending was really cool.
The ending was cool. Him sacrificing himself.
At the same time, could he not just shot his arm?
Why would he shoot his arm?
Because then Bruce Willis couldn't have shot her. If he shot his arm off, he can't hold a gun. And then he could have just run up to him and like pinned him down or something.
Yeah.
And then maybe killed him.
Yeah, I guess so.
He was going to kill him anyways.
I don't know. It's not as cool that way.
No, it's not as cool as that way. When he just pulled it up and he just flipped it over and went,
I love that.
Hesitation,
that was great.
It was awesome.
Yeah. And he's like, I realized what I had to do. I was like,
as soon as he said that, I was like, I know what's going to happen.
One thing I really didn't like when he's trying to escape his apartment and the people he's climbing down a ladder. Okay. And there's a guy at the top of the ladder with a handgun about 2.5 feet away from him and just he keeps shooting at him and missing him. And I couldn't help but think of Dumb and Dumber when Harry shoots all the way around the guy. And then Lloyd says, Harry, you're alive. And you're a terrible shot.
But that's funny.
Wow. That was on purpose.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I hate the most.
He's literally
movies.
like from me to you.
If that.
If that. Like, and I could hit you.
Yeah. Yes. If you can't hit me from there with a gun, you're not allowed to do anything ever again.
No.
You definitely aren't allowed to drive a vehicle.
No. Because it would have made more sense if Bruce Willis had just shot him the first time without him even getting a shot off.
But the guy's like, I can't shoot you.
He's pointing right at him, and then all of a sudden he just goes, oh, muscle spasm.
It's so bad. So that's like pretty horrible.
I love the line. Was it Abe? Yeah, Abe. Jeff Daniels.
Yeah.
He's Tron Legacy, right?
No.
Frick.
That is Jeff Bridges.
That's Jeff Bridges.
Jeff Daniels is Harry from Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, but what else?
Who we were just talking about. He's in The Martian, which I've never seen.
Oh, The Martian.
I know. No, I always wanted to see it. I never saw it. We got to put that one on our list.
Oh my gosh, we have to put that on.
I
our
was
list.
super excited to see it, and then I left on my mission and never came back. So, okay, actually, here, real quick. All of the shooting in this movie was stupid. It wasn't just that scene, because when they're at the house too, people are still missing from Point Blank.
Oh yeah.
And when they go to get Bruce Willis, also missing from Point Blank.
Yeah.
People are just missing everywhere except for when they try to shoot the wife.
Yeah.
Then they shoot her.
perfectly.
Easy peasy right through the glass.
Yeah.
So big points off for that, because if you're gonna have people miss from Point Blank, choose weapons other than guns. Have knives or something.
Yeah, have them try
Because
and
there's
stab
no
him or
point in
something.
having people shoot guns at people if they're not going to hit them, because then it completely
becomes Star
takes
Wars.
away. It becomes
Yeah.
Star Wars, and it completely takes away this like the tension.
Yeah,
If
because
you
I was
just know
like,
that everybody's going to miss. That's how Star Wars is. Nobody's ever worried when stormtroopers are shooting at
No.
people in Star Wars. They're just not.
dude, they're gonna make one episode sometime where the stormtroopers are just like brutal, and you're gonna be so shocked.
I don't mean to spoil anything in Ahsoka, but maybe the stormtroopers, these ones that we've seen recently, maybe they're really good shots, dude. That'd be dope.
They should be for who they've been trained with.
Yeah.
Da-da-da. So yeah, Jeff Daniels,
Yeah.
he was talking about, guess everything comes back around like your goddamn ties. I thought it was a great line.
It's a
'cause
good
it freaking
line.
Comes all the
That
way
is a good
around.
line.
Yeah. It was good.
That's solid. Story.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of
Good
this
idea, bad execution. Semi-sloppy time travel explanation, but still a cool idea. What are you going to give it?
135.
Hey, I'm just going to give it a 130. So look at us. We're on the same page.
10 points for the diagrams with straws.
Fair.
This is perfect.
Acting.
Acting was the best part of this movie. Bruce Willis with a gun is just,
Yeah.
it's just eye candy at that point.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's when he's his best. Dude, when he's just mowing down everybody at that one point.
That's true.
He hit everybody in that scene. So,
Yeah, you're right, actually.
like in one shot too.
Yeah. Here's a question.
Yeah.
Did Jeff Daniels accidentally forfeit his career when he became a Harry? Because I can't look at him and not see Harry.
Really? I
can't.
I don't see that.
Okay, good. Well, that's good. It's like George. Have you seen Seinfeld?
Yeah.
You know George Costanza?
Yeah, the big guy. No.
He's
the-
short.
The short guy.
The
Sorry.
short, stocky
yeah,
guy.
Sorry.
He like
Other
basically
person.
was never able to get cast in anything ever again because
No.
he was just George Costanza.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about Jeff Daniels, man. I can't see him.
That's how I thought Daniel Radcliffe was going to be, but he has been able to branch himself out.
Yeah, that's
I mean, you
true.
still think of him, but like The Lost City, I
Yeah.
wasn't thinking Harry Potter
Yeah.
as much as
What
I
about
was.
Wolverine? Are you excited for him to be Wolverine? Oh,
What?
Rumor has it that he might be the MCU's Wolverine. He's kind of shredded right now. So.
Ooh, that'd be. He doesn't have the face, though.
I don't know. I'll show you some pictures.
Okay, yeah, okay.
But anyway.
Wow, that's a bomb right there.
Yeah, dude, yeah. I mean, it's a rumor, but
Yeah,
rumors are always right. Anyway, yeah, the acting was good. The kid was hilarious, I thought.
Yeah, he was good.
When he needed to be. Emily
And
Blunt.
when he like came down the stairs and just like went behind the guy and just opened the door and like that whole scene was great.
It was great.
And he did perfect.
Yeah, Joseph Gordon-Levitt was really good, but still I couldn't get past the face. Because I love Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Oh, yeah.
And I think he's just a better actor when he's wearing his own face. Hot take. Emily Blunt, also, her accent like doesn't slip.
No. She's really good.
Really good at that. Her and Hugh Jackman are like the accent non-slippers.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the acting was good. Jeff Daniels is great.
Jeff Daniels was great.
He is really good.
Riddler did great.
Paul Dano's good. A couple of the villains were like kind of like goofy, almost goofy, too goofy villain. Like the main guy,
the kid.
you don't even know his name, but
Blue
the main
kid?
guy who's like looking for, he like is trying to prove himself.
Yeah, blue kid or
Is that his name? I have no idea.
there's something kid, the one that shoots off his leg.
He was like a little over the top for me.
I didn't really care for him.
But yeah, overall it was pretty good. What are you gonna give it?
I don't know. Where are you gonna give it?
I'm gonna give it a 182. 182.
I'm gonna give it a 185
Okay, deal.
because of Bruce Willis with guns.
All right, score, sound.
So I didn't write anything down other than the end credit song.
Which was?
I don't know. It was just this old timey song that just sounded nice.
Okay.
It just had a cool vibe. I
was
guess.
mostly underwhelmed.
Yeah, it just felt like any other action movie with music in the background.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna give it a 120.
I'm gonna give it a 110.
Nice.
Nothing stuck with me.
Yeah.
Other than the end credit song was great, but
Yeah. Okay, and then vibe. I mean, I don't have any notes on the vibe.
the only notes I have for vibe is freaking ads, dude.
Dude, because you watched it on Tubi. Yeah, guys, this movie is free on Tubi right now, but it's ads, but it's not just like ads. It's 6 like minute and a half long ads like 4 or 5 times during the movie. And so it's like
I don't know what happened, but I had 2 ads, right? Like the 2 segments of ads. And then I paused it and I think I fast forwarded or something and I unpaused it. And I'm watching it for a while and I'm like, man, I'm surprised there's no like ad breaks or something. And then I click on the like just the button to see where the timestamp was at. And I was at like 52 minutes. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's when I stopped it the last time, but it had been like 30 minutes. Something glitched and I didn't get a single ad for like the last half of the whole movie.
you suck.
And it was still at 52
know what
minutes at the
happened?
very end.
They sent all of your ads to me because I got ads like every 5 minutes.
Well, I got a bunch of
in the
ads at
second
the
half of
beginning,
the movie.
and then I didn't get anything.
Wow.
And it was still at 52 even at the very
That's
end.
a vibe.
Yeah,
That's
right?
worth 200 for sure. Here's the thing. Again, the idea of this movie is so good.
I want somebody else to take this movie and make it awesome.
I honestly feel like I could do a better job.
You probably could.
At least a story.
We can change your face to become Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
And
the
then
real
he's
one.
me in the future. You guys, this is going to be amazing.
It's going to be so good.
So it's hard because I want to give it points for that, just for the idea. But overall,
But at the
as
same
a
time,
vibe,
I almost think that hurts it more because I was
That's
excited.
true.
I was very excited at the
yeah,
beginning.
because 1 minute in, I wrote, this story's dope.
Yeah.
1 minute in. And then
it just was so boring. And then,
and then some random cool stuff.
yeah.
But then you look back at the movie and you're like, dang,
Sure, I guess.
you kind of failed,
Yeah. I don't know. It wasn't horrible, but I'll give it a 125.
Okay. I'm trying to think about how I was feeling during this movie here. there were some things
It was
where I was
so
like,
up and
whoa,
down.
so
Yeah,
cool.
It was so up and down.
But those were way more rare than moments that were like, ugh, please stop, or gross. Bruce Willis with long black hair. Why?
124 on the vibe for the hair.
You're gonna drop it?
Yeah,
You
I'm
want to
gonna
drop
drop
it?
it 140.
Drop it at 124. I think you're right about the fact that they had a special idea that they screwed up.
Because I think of Cloverfield.
Yeah.
You were so excited. Monster movie, end
Yeah.
of days. This is going to be awesome. And if that made it even worse.
Giving it 107.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say my 124 seems high, but
Yeah. That's okay. I
it's
mean, that's
fine.
probably your lowest vibe ever. So
no.
what do you think's your lowest vibe? I wish I had kept all of these scores.
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. It's
Oh
probably my
yeah, what did we
lowest
give it like in the
like the 50s? Yeah.
Yeah. All right. You want to guess your score?
Oh, yeah.
This is intriguing.
610. 611.
696.
Oh,
It's
wow.
very close to what you gave it.
Yeah,
out of 10.
6.6. Yeah.
So that's curious indeed. I'm probably so
Curious.
close to you because we were like up
Yeah,
and
we
down
were
on
pretty
things.
close. Yeah.
I'm gonna say I gave it a little lower, 684.
Okay.
683.
684.
695. I was 1 point less than you. If that's not feeling the same about a movie, then I don't know what is.
we did.
Yeah.
Which is almost exactly 7.1 and 6.6. We're almost right to that
It is.
6.9.
No, that. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Wow.
Oh, man.
Like 10 points less and we would have been right there.
That's funny.
I mean, that feels kind of accurate because it is not just a bad movie, right?
No.
But it is a letdown.
It's a letdown,
overall.
yeah.
So, yeah. Box office.
Oh, gosh. I know a lot of people that heard about it and saw it.
Yeah.
But I'm trying, now that I've seen it.
Did people go?
Here's
This
the
is one of
thing.
those movies where you almost need to guess how many people went and saw it just once because there probably weren't a lot of people who went back twice.
I don't know, but based
Whereas
off the ratings, everybody
something-
loved it, it seems like.
That's true, but is that an after the fact? Is
And
that
it's
after
Bruce
DVD?
Willis.
All that kind of stuff, right?
Bruce
Because a movie
Willis.
with a movie like a recent Star Wars or Avatar or something like that, it's like, oh, you got to think about how many times did people go back.
Mm-hmm.
For me personally, this isn't like how many people went back. It's like how many people got stoked for this movie
Went
and saw it,
And then was like,
and then fine.
that
And
was
maybe there
fine.
were some, double watchers. That's where I'm at. I can't figure it out. I think I know. I think I'm in the ballpark. I got an idea.
What are you going to say?
Oh, it's high.
I have my number.
Well, no, sorry, I haven't seen. I'm just like I was about to say it, and I was like, oh, that's really high. I'm gonna drop it a little bit. Oh man. You say your number first. I always say my number first.
No, I always say my number first so you can come and win. I was thinking like 115-ish.
Oh, my number is so high. I was gonna say 315-ish, but I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go.
You might be right,
I'm gonna
though.
go 284. That's gonna be my guess.
Oh, I'm going to go... No, I got to go higher. It's got Bruce
What?
Willis in it.
You said 115, and now you're gonna jump higher than 284.
No.
Oh,
Just
higher than
my
115.
guess.
Okay.
187.
187, he says. 187 million. Okay, man, I'm nervous. Ladies and gentlemen,
Shout out.
Gotta make
Box
sure that
Office
it's right.
Mojo.
Box Office Mojo. Woof, Craig.
Oh, gosh. Did it do so well?
No, you were so close.
Oh, no way.
176 million.
Oh, yes.
I'm always high, man.
Yes.
I'm always too high.
That means we're tied.
That means we're tied at 13.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, that feels accurate. $30 million budget, so they made
Oh, dang.
they made
a lot of money.
some dough on that.
Yeah. I had heard about it, but I hadn't heard like that much about it.
Yeah, 66 domestic, 110 international.
Oh, okay.
which is
Yeah, that's pretty good. International.
Yeah, pretty good. Interesting. That's intriguing, but also seems so normal. That seems right, you know?
Yeah.
I should have known this wasn't a break into the 200s movie.
See, I was when you said your number, I was like, oh my gosh, it's Bruce Willis. It's kind of a sci-fi-ish
Yeah,
thing.
but is Bruce Willis really in anything that did phenomenal?
Die Hard.
Can we look at Die Hard's box office?
Yeah.
Do you know what it is?
No.
I'm
But
just
they're big.
I just don't know if it really is. I mean, maybe it is. 240.
Okay, look up Live Free or Die Hard.
Okay. What's the difference? Is that the second one?
That's the fourth one.
Live Free or Die Hard. 388. But what year is
That's
that?
big though.
What year is that?
Oh, I don't know. Like
Pretty
2000.
recent.
No. Oh no. No, it's 10 plus years ago.
Oh, 2007.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair.
Okay, but 388
That's
is
significant.
pretty big.
But like Bruce Willis is a really common household name, but at the same time it's like is there like is that his big one, right? Cuz people with big movies are like billion-dollar
maybe
people.
Unbreakable.
Yeah,
with
but
M.
even
Night
that I
Shyamalan.
doubt did that good.
I don't think it
I'll
did
bet
that
Unbreakable
big.
was like a $200 million movie.
I bet
Maybe.
I bet it's 210.
248.
Oh, I beat you.
Stop.
No, I'm at 14
We're not going
now.
to keep doing this now. Okay.
No, I guess
So-
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I'm trying
that's
to think
that.
if there's anything else that he's like super popular in, but I
No,
can't
there's
think of
really
it.
not. I mean, but he's super. What's
He's
your
super
favorite
great.
Bruce Willis movie? Can I tell you mine?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen The Kid?
No.
Craig, The Kid is so good.
Okay.
We got to watch it. Oh, it's.
I would probably say Live Free or Die Hard is my favorite.
I've never seen any of the Die Hard movies.
They're good.
I know. I need to watch them.
Okay. The first and the fourth are good.
That's what I've heard from
yeah.
everybody.
Second's fine.
Yeah.
I actually don't even know if I ever saw the third. And I never saw the fifth one. I heard it was
Man.
bad.
Okay. Can we make some announcements? Anything else you want to say?
Sure. What are announcements?
Oh, okay. So announcement number 1. Next podcast episode is going to be next Saturday or Sunday.
Yes. Yeah.
We are going to be seeing The Creator,
Creator.
which comes out technically on Thursday, the 27th.
8th.
So if
28th.
28th.
Yeah.
So if you'd like to go see that movie and watch it with us,
Go see it.
And yeah,
Even if we haven't even
listen
seen it,
to
go
it.
see it because it looks cool.
it looks so cool. This is my most anticipated movie of the year.
Ooh. Are you overhyping yourself?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Yep. But if they just play the trailer over and over for like 2 hours, I'll be pretty happy.
That's true.
It looks so good.
$1
Just
million
even
budget.
visually, it could be the stupidest movie on earth, but if it looks like that the whole time, I'm still gonna like it quite
It's
a bit.
like Avatar.
Yeah.
This is super dumb, but
So,
visual treat.
this might be our last video in this studio
Yeah, it might be.
before we go to a new studio. That sounds better and looks better.
It's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be lit. And Ahsoka is 2 episodes from done, so we'll be reviewing that when it's done.
Oh yeah.
And 3 days after Ahsoka finishes, Loki season 2 starts.
Oh dear goodness.
So then we're jumping into that.
okay.
Craig.
October is scary month.
Reactober.
Reactober.
And we're watching a lot of scary things.
We were
Courtney
watching-
actually just started me on Haunting of Hill House. Have you watched that?
Yeah.
Okay, she said it's scary, so she's making me watch it.
It's fine.
I'm already scared.
I didn't
watched
think it was
one
that
episode.
scary.
Yeah, but you're different than I am.
You just wait till episode 5.
No, don't say stuff like that. Now I'm gonna pee everywhere. Jeez.
I have the 4 movies that we're gonna watch.
Okay, go.
One is actually not scary. Zombieland. Because you've
Whoa,
never
you
seen
changed your movies.
it. I changed one movie.
I'm so excited for Zombieland. I've always wanted to watch
I know,
it.
and I'm very excited for you to
You're
watch
so nice for
Zombieland.
taking
I'm
away
nice for
scary
taking one
movie.
away. The Conjuring,
Screw you.
The Babadook,
I hate you.
and Lights Out. Those are our 4 movies we're watching for October.
Great. This is great. This is a great day for me, you guys. I don't
And Ahsoka.
I don't do horror movies.
He doesn't.
So the fact that Craig is making me do this is his prize for winning Avatar.
Sure, since you've never bought me anything.
I'll buy you something.
No, this is my prize for going watching Barbie.
I'm gonna get you. You don't get a prize for watching a movie when you do a movie podcast, Craig. Congratulations on doing your job.
Thank you.
Okay, well, folks, this It was all. What? Who's up?
I don't know.
Did I do the monkeys? That was last.
You did it last because I was doing all
Yep.
the weird motions when the video clipped out.
Yep. Craig, bring us home, bravo.
Oh gosh. This has been reaction.
Don't say e-action. It doesn't
No.
count.
Reaction, e-action, action. This has been reaction, eating, action,
Whoa.
causing trains. Indigo. Or can't think of a word that I want to use.
It starts with N?
Yeah, that I want indigo or no, not noodles. You've already used nipples too many times. Indigo or noodles. We'll use noodles. Totally inescapable,
Whoa. Nice.
metallic. Easter.
That was almost a phenomenal name of like a punk band.
I know. I couldn't
Totally inescapable metallic Easter. Do you not realize I have had diarrhea since Easter's?
Totally inescapable metallic eggplants.
There's no cool word that starts with E. Totally inescapable metallic eagles.
Okay, there you go. Yeah.
That's cool.
That's the new band name. We're changing our podcast. It's not reaction time anymore. It's just totally.
Totally inescapable metallic eagles. You heard it here first, folks. Join us next week
For the
for the
creator.
creator. Okay, bye. Give him a little beard ASMR here.